What's going on, guys? Welcome to East West Beats. Today I wanted to talk about a quick tip on how to do reverse vocal swells. So let's get to it. I have a project here that I worked on. I'm going to play the vocals for you. I'm going to play the track for you, and then we will go and create a vocal swell. So let's hear it. Alright, so that's what we're working with. So ideally you want the vocal swell to come in at before the drop, or right when the vocals hit. You want that to build in, you want that to creep into the song. Now what I actually did here is I took the first phrase and I repeated it for a while before the vocal comes in. So let's check that out. Let me solo the vocals, and I'm going to bypass all the effects. Alright, so that's what I did. Now, what I really want to do is I want to do a reverse swell on the first part of the vocal. So what I'm going to do is I cut this small part of the vocal, but I can actually just use this part right here. And I'm just going to temporarily take it on a new layer. So I'm going to make a new layer and just copy that part. So I'm going to make a new layer and copy this on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some reverb to it. We're going to go with the classic Space Designer. We'll do a mono reverb. It doesn't matter. We're going to do the wet to 100% and dry to 0. So let's see what that sounds like. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. I like the way that sounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce that in place. So select it and hit Control B, and then you're not going to bypass the effect because you want the reverb to print. So we're just gonna name it reverse and bounce it. And what that did is that bounced this whole track with the reverb on it at 100% wetness. So I deleted the track, and now we have this reverse phrase. So let's listen to it. Alright, so now what we're gonna need to do is reverse it. So you're gonna double click and open it. You're gonna go to File, Function, and then you're gonna do Reverse. So now our file is reversed. So now what you're going to do is this is when you're going to have to listen to your track and see where exactly you want the tail, or you want the rise and the swell of the vocal to come in. I usually cut it a little bit before the actual phrase, so you get the swell and then the vocals hit. So let's hear how that sounds. Let's hear it without it. So you can hear it. It really adds that rise and the tension to it. So let's hear just the vocals alone. I'm just gonna cut it a little bit and just fade it in a little bit. And now when you add the reverb and delay on all the other channels, this is what it sounds like. So that's how you make a reverse swell from vocals in Logic Pro X. If you like the video, if you like the content, make sure you hit like and subscribe and share it with someone that's going to find it helpful. And if you have any question, as always, leave it in the comments.